Okay. Hello, everybody. Lou Beltran here, and I think this is episode 3 of our um, vlog slash tutorial ng how to build a startup. And at the same time, binibuild ko yung startup ko, which is Adavolt. Okay. Now, for this video, I think ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is um, gawa na lang muna recap. Ang pinag-usapan natin last video is, ayun nga, we identified kung ano yung mga problems. On video 1, in-identify natin yung problem na brainstorm natin. And at the same time, on video 2, I think yung last video natin, we identified or evaluated yung problems na yun. Okay. So, we did our research and everything. Now, let's go to our screen share. Yan. So, ito yung last na naging resulta natin for our startup. So, ayun nga, ang lumabas sa studies natin is, ang number one na need ngayon for electric vehicle charging is yung infrastructure in the Philippines. Kasi kukunti lang talaga yung chargers and most of the chargers are in Metro Manila. So, ang assignment natin for this video is we need to choose one. We can only concentrate on one problem. So for me, syempre, ang pipiliin ko is yung may highest votes. Ngayon, for you guys and for others there that has a team already doing their startup, syempre, kung ano yung naging resulta ng botohan ninyo, yun ang pipiliin yung startup problem to solve. So for me, ang lumabas sa voting ko is infrastructure scarcity and severe geographic disparity. And if I can solve yung infrastructure problem ng EV charging, I will also solve this problem, yung isang lumabas, yung range anxiety and extended charging times. So ito ang pinipili ko for my startup thesis. Now, itong yellow na to are yung secondary na nanalo sa ating botohan. Now, I'm not saying that you will not pursue this. This can be another product down the line sa startup mo, or it can be probably if ever man yung primary problem ninyo ngayon is hindi gumana, you can immediately pivot yung startup mo to this alternate problems. Okay. Yan. So, meron ka ng primary and may backup problems ka that you can solve. So, ang magiging assignment natin ngayon is we need to define sino yung customer archetype natin. Okay, yung ideal customer profile, or sometimes in marketing they call it your customer avatar. So ano ibig sabihin nito? Yung customer avatar mo or your ideal customer profile is ito yung ideal customer that will use your product or service. You need to be very specific about this one kasi in reality, hindi lahat ng tao will be your client. That's the truth about business. Hindi lahat ng tao sa buong mundo ay gagamit ng service mo. You need to identify sino ba yung mga taong ito. Specifically, you need to have a very good idea sino sila, ano ang demographic nila, ilang taon sila, ano ang ginagawa nila, saan sila nagtatrabaho, all of that. You need to identify para alam mo where to look for these specific people and get their feedback for your startup. Okay? So, we will be doing that one right now. Papakita ko sa inyo. We will be doing this in using AI first. Dati, if you're going to do this before AI, you really needed to think sino ang customer avatar mo. Okay, so it will entail a couple of days of brainstorming and so on and so forth. Pero ngayon, with the age of AI, and we're going to be using ChatGPT muna. Although nakita niyo naman marami akong AI. We can actually, well, let's see. Sige, gawin na rin natin. Pati si Claude. Buksan natin si Claude. At saka si Gemini and Perplexity. Yan. Okay? Para may idea tayo. Okay? Sino ba ang customer avatar natin? Now, I have prepared a couple of, ito. Yan. Mga prompts for this activity. And, Ayan, tatanungin ko lang yung AI, sino ba ang customer avatar ko for EV charging in the Philippines? So, makita nyo dito sa screen, ayan yung prompt ko. Okay, EV charging market in the Philippines. Yan. So, minodify ko lang. So, let's see. Let's run that one. Product type. Yan. EV charging. And market niche. What are some possible avatars in the market in the Philippines? So, let's run that. Let's run this also with Gemini. Let's run this also with Claude and ChatGPT. Yan. So let's see what the AI will see. So, yan, no? Makikita nyo ngayon. So, one of the possible customer avatars or ideal customer profiles na meron ako is someone who is aged 28 to 45, mid to high income professional or entrepreneur based in NCR, Baguio, Cebu, or Davao. Owns and plans to buy an EV vehicle, BYD, Tesla, Nissan Leaf, Chery, or Wuling. So, parang ako to. Tech savvy, eco-conscious, frustrated by the limited charging options. So, yun nga, ako nga to. So, ano yung pain points nila? Anxiety about where to charge during long trips. O, check. Limited fast charging availability outside Metro Manila. Lack of reliable charging apps and station maps. So, yung motivation nila, convenience. So, this is what will motivate me to get an EV. Convenience, reliability, prestige in owning a sustainable technology. Wants visible progress towards green mobility. Yan. So, let's go naman to Claude. Claude. Yan. Based on the Philippines' evolving EV landscape, here are the key customer avatars for an EV charging business. So, the affluent urban professional, okay, or early adopter. Demographic, 35 to 50 years old, middle to upper management, household income of around 150,000 plus per month, lives in Metro Manila or Cebu, BGC, Makati, or Labang. So, psychographics, environmentally conscious, tech-savvy, status-driven, values, convenience, and premium experiences. So, EV ownership. So, probably meron na silang EV. They own a Model Tesla 3, a BYD Atto 3, Nissan Leaf, or premium hybrids. Charging behavior, prefers fast charging during work hours, willing to pay premium for reliable service using apps for seamless payment. So how to serve them? Deploy DC chargers, offer memberships, integrate digital wallets, GCash, Maya, credit card, premium lounge areas while charging, mobile app reservation for loyalty rewards. So, yan, yung AI natin hindi lang nagbigay ng isa. I think, ilan ba yung binigay niyo? Meron pa, dalawa. The corporate fleet manager. Yung may-ari daw ng siguro mga taxi to, mga ganyan. Or ride-hailing services na naka-EV. Ano pa? Ride-hailing, delivery driver, yan. Condominium village developer. Yan. Ito yung mga government entity. Tourist hospitality operator. So, retail mall chain, SME owner. Ayan. So, si Google Gemini, tignan natin kung anong lumabas sa result niya. The urban commuter. E-motorcycle and e-trike. E-motorcycle and e-trike. Majority of registered EVs. So, ayan ang demographic nila. So, 25 to 45 years old. Lives in dense urban areas. Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao. So, the affluent early adopter. So, battery EV or hybrid EVs. Plug-in hybrid. So, 35 to 55. So, corporate fleet manager, yan, 40 to 60. And, ano pa ba? Property developer, commercial partner, yan. So, ano naman kay Perplexity? Let's see. Urban professional, Metro Manila core. Typically aged 30 to 45. So, early adopter of electric sedans, residing in condominiums. Motivations, fuel cost savings, technical. So, marami tayong avatars. But now, as you can see here, binigyan na niya ako ng ideal customer profile for this one. So, anong pwede kong gawin dito? Okay. I can now start to look for people fitting this avatars or customer profiles and ask them to validate yung startup natin. How do you do that? By asking questions. So, let's load pa. So let's go with more in-depth about our avatar. So let's grab ito. Yan. So we'll concentrate on this one. Yan. So yan yung avatar natin. And then I want to ask AI, what are my avatar's goals and dreams? Yan. So ano yung nilagay ko? What are my avatar's goals and values? What are their hopes and dreams? Who or what do they aspire to be? Be specific, tangible, and concrete as possible. Next, what are my avatar's greatest opportunities? Are they opportunities they don't even know yet? Mga ganyan. So, this, we're doing customer study already. Sayang, andito na rin tayo eh. Okay? So, early adopter, yan. So, ano ang core values niya? Sustainability, efficiency, innovation, hopes and dreams. To be part of the first wave of EV pioneers. To inspire others. So, ang greatest opportunity, lower cost of or first mover advantage, tax incentives, smart home integration, network effect, hidden emerging opportunities they don't realize. Monetizing their EV ownership. Another startup idea. Home charging as a status symbol, eco-lifestyle bundling, community influence, expanded travel freedom, asset appreciation. Okay? So, next is, we want to ask, what are my avatar's problems and challenges right now? What makes them angry, fully disrespected? In other words, what keeps them at night? Yeah. So, we're doing a deep dive into this specific avatar. Kasi what I want to really get out of this is, once I have an idea who this person really is, I can ask better questions in terms of validating yung startup ko. Okay, so later, probably during the offline, I'm going to review this and create probably 2 types. Sige, mamaya ko na pag-usapan yan. So let's just finish all of this questions. So, yan, surface level problems, lack of reliable information, slow charging, inconsistent pricing, service maintenance issues. Yan. Deep emotional and psychological challenges. What keeps them at night? Yan. What if my car dies on the expressway? Will towing even help? Yan. What if EV adoption doesn't take off? Did I make a bad financial decision in buying an EV vehicle? So you really need to do deep dives for this one. So tapusin ko lang to, and so next question, what are my avatar's objections? So ano yung probable na i-object nila sa akin if I offer my product? Why might they not buy my type of product or service? Be specific, tangible, and concrete as possible. What else is going to in their life might interfere with my offer? So, EV early adopter, the one who wants to go electric, but life, doubt, and friction getting in their way. So ano yung mga objections na pwede nilang itanong sa akin if I offer to them EV charging? Okay? There aren't enough EVs yet. Why invest in chargers? Charging is slow. I don't have time to wait. I already charge at home. Why bother with public charging? Electricity costs are rising. Won't it just be expensive as gas soon? How secure and reliable are SME hosted chargers? Is Adavalt another startup that won't last? So in terms of emotional naman, fear of being inconvenienced or embarrassed, fear of being judged, skepticism towards new tech, pride and control, overload and fatigue. So kung gusto nyo makita talaga to, post nyo na lang yung video. So high financial commitments, lifestyle overload. So ito yung mga hidden emotional blocks. And summary insight. Yan. So next, where does my avatar hang out? So tanong ko na rin si ChatGPT para alam ko kung nasan tong mga avatar kong to. Para I know immediately, hindi ako yung pumupunta-punta kahit saan. I know immediately where to look for these types of people. So perfect. This is where we connect Adavalt's early adopter to digital habitat. So saan ba sila usually nag-hangout? So primary intent online. Search behavior, device use, tone preference. So social platforms. So Facebook, still #1 platform for Filipino professionals. So communities they follow. Well, ito yung mga groups. So The AI already gave me the groups. So, Instagram, ganun din. Sino yung mga fina-follow nila na influencers? Yan. So, syempre, James Deacon. So, kilala natin si James Deacon. Very, a car enthusiast influencer for this one. YouTube. Oh, yan. Syempre, James Deacon, Gadget Addict. I think nanguhuli yata siya ulit sa ng mga traffic violations. So, yan. Clean Technica, BYD Philippines Official. So, sa Twitter din. So, ayan. Ito yung mga kailangan kong tingnan ng mga accounts that I need to follow para makita ko yung mga avatars ko. Syempre, sa LinkedIn, mga blogs, so Auto Industria, Top Gear, Inquirer Motoring, Tech Pinas, international references, gurus, thought leaders, and voices they respect. So, yan. And then, where Audible should engage. So, Facebook groups, number 1. Then, summary, digital persona snapshot, yan. So, I also need to ask the AI, who is not my avatar? Sino ba yung mga hindi ko dapat tinatap for this specific problem or business? Sino ba yung hindi ko dapat offeran ng aking services? So, okay. Since meron ka ng ideal customer profile, sino naman yung not ideal customer profile mo? So, ayan nga. Traditional gas-dependent driver. So, ICE loyalist. Yan. May mga kilala akong ganitong kaibigan ko. Yung diehard Toyota. Okay. Age 35 to 65. Prefer diesel or gasoline. Lives outside major cities. Considers EVs as pangmayaman or experimental. Yan. Proud of mechanical reliability and matibay sa baha. Beliefs and behaviors. Thinks EVs are weak, mahirap i-maintain, or walang silbi as long drives, doesn't trust electric reliability. Paano pag nag-brown out? Finds charging infrastructure talk irrelevant, gets car advice from mechanics or auto forums, not tech sources. So, yan. Public transport commuter. So, syempre, yan. Yung mga sumasakay ng public transport. So, hindi sila yung target audience mo for this one. Passive condo resident. Urban renter without parking. Lives in condos but with no dedicated parking slots or vehicles. Drives occasionally or uses Grab more often. May admire EVs online but lack charging access and motivation. Budget conscious used car buyer. Oh, another customer avatar na hindi mo dapat ini-engage for this business. Wait and see corporate decision maker. Rural LG with low energy infrastructure. The global green idealist. Okay. Okay. Now, next, I want to load naman this one. Okay, so itong prompt na to is, imagine I've created the product itself. Nagawa ko na si Adabot and solves my avatar's problems. Now, imagine a possible greatest case study. Look into their future 1, 5, or 10 years from now. How has my product positively impacted my avatar's life? How is their life different? Be specific, tangible, and concrete as possible. Okay? Yan. So, 1 year later, hesitant to empowered. Miguel used to plan long drives with fear kasi may EV siya and walang charging infrastructure, checking Facebook groups for working chargers, messaging friends about outlets and cafes, carrying extension cord just in case. He loved his EV but hated the uncertainty. So after Adavolt, he downloads the Adavolt app, finds chargers in La Union, Pangasinan, Baguio. On weekends, he drives to San Juan with his family and charges at an Adavolt partner cafe. Yan. So 5 years later, from user to advocate. So ano yung snapshot ng life niya? So, EV influencer na siya within his circle, si Miguel. Friends constantly ask him, how does charging work now? Okay, so Miguel's life changed. His monthly mobility cost dropped 60%. He installed Adavolt home charger connected to his rooftop solar. Adavolt is supported green route. So, 10 years later, from pioneer to legacy builder. So, Miguel's EV journey becomes part of his family's identity. His kids, now teens, grew up seeing EVs as the default. Okay, his architectural firm. So, ito, Miguel is something given or named by the AI. Okay, so inimagine niya kung ano yung magiging itsura ng buhay ni Miguel. So, etong si Miguel, it's a made-up name. Okay, para mabigyan mo ng sense of identity itong avatar mo. Okay, so every major highway, town plaza, and hotel has an Adavolt charger. His home energy bill is near zero, sells excess solar energy back to Adavolt's chargeback system. Another idea. Cultural impact. Yan. Summary of Miguel's transformation. Yan. So since meron na tayong idea kung ano yung magiging future niya, let's talk about what will be his future if walang Adavolt. Okay? So perfect. Sabi ng AI natin. So, early adapter, urban professional. So, higher operating costs. So, yan yung financial costs kung hindi niya ginagamit si Adavolt. Forced to charge only at home with using residential electricity rates. Can't benefit from SME. So, downtime costs 1 to 2 hours searching for working chargers or waiting for another car to finish. 3 to 5 hours wasted on a per road trip. Depreciation of EV. Range anxiety never goes away in terms of family and emotional costs. Family social friction, public image reversal, loss of momentum, broader ripple effect. Okay. So, we're going to limit yung prompts natin, pero I actually have around 20 prompts here that I have created. Pero let's just run 10 kasi medyo mahaba na yung YouTube video natin. So next prompt, who will my avatar become as a result of my product? What other positive changes or transformation will take place in their life? Be specific, tangible, and concrete as possible. So, yung transformation arc niya. This is where your early EV adopter, the urban professional, evolves from a hesitant first mover into a confident, empowered change maker because of Adavolt. So, who your avatar becomes after using Adavolt? The early adopter, urban professional who drove the future forward. So, identity transformation from hesitant pioneer to confident trailblazer. So, before Adavolt, constant anxious about charging access, felt isolated as an EV EV adopter, questioned whether EV decision was premature. So after Adavolt became a symbol of modern Filipino progress, gains confidence in taking long trips, feels proud of becoming a national movement that just a niche, transforms from tester of new tech to leader in green evolution. So, ayun, ano yung mga lifestyle transformation niya? Ano yung financial transformation niya? Ano yung emotional transformation niya in getting my product? Social transformation, career transformation, legacy transformation. Okay? And the last prompt that I have is ito. Imagine you have a time machine that could look into the future. Who will be positively impacted as a result of the transformation my avatar gets from my product? Start with people who are closest to my avatar, such as family, friends, and colleagues, and then expand out from there. Be specific, as tangible, and concrete as possible. So, ang ibig sabihin ng prompt na to is, since may effect na yung product ko with my avatar 5-10 years from now, ano naman yung magiging effect ng product ko with his peers, with his family, with his friends, yung immediate circle niya. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng prompt na to. So that I'm not just concentrating on my avatar itself. I'm also thinking about who will be impacted aside from my avatar. Sino yung mga friends and families and immediate network niya. So for this case, ayan, Miguel Santos, early adopter, 36, architect from BGC. Ayan. So ano yung effect ng product ko with his closest circle? Family and household impact. So yung mga children niya, his parents, his barkada, travel group, his condo community, yung professional circle niya, his clients, his colleagues, his clients, community and SME impact, local LGU. Okay, so it's not just his immediate network, pati mga local LGU na national societal impact, environmental impact. Each Adavolt user offsets 2 tons of CO2 emissions per year. At scale, if Adavolt has 3,000 chargers, 50,000 users, Adavolt helps reduce 100,000 tons of CO2 annually, equivalent to planting 4 million trees. So, ang dami mong makikitang angles dito. So, this is another angle na pwede ko i-pitch yung ESG credentials ng company ko. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. Those are the prompts. So, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to actually save all of this na lumabas. And save it into a Word document. Okay, so you can save it also in Google Sheets. File, let's go with the blank document here. So, paste ko yan. Yan. So, ang pangalan ng file ko na to is The Early Adopter, Urban Professional. Yan. Save natin to sa ating Adavolt folder. So, I'm going to save this into the marketing folder. Kasi, the other reason why we did this avatar study or yung customer ideal customer profile is once na na-build mo na yung startup mo, you're going to be handing this document over to your marketing team. And this marketing team now have a guideline sino ang kanilang ita-target. They will also understand immediately ano yung demographics niya, all of everything that is needed to know to market to these types of people yung product mo. Okay? Or whatever comes out from this startup. Okay? So, yan. So, let us put that ito na lang. Yan. Save this. Bakit save? Let's just save na nga lang natin dito. Yan na lang sa documents. And I'll get back to it later. Compile ko lang. Kasi hindi lang naman to yung avatar na lumabas eh. Okay? I still need to do this for all of the avatars na lumabas. So, we just did an avatar for this person. Meron pa tayong isa. Parking SME host, ESG impact investors. Sino ba yung investors natin? So, local LGU. Yung ibang, sino pa ba yung ibang lumabas dito from Claude? O, yan o. Urban professional, corporate EV fleet. So, I have to do all of this. All of that prompts to all of this avatars that came out. Okay. Now, once that is done, I'm going to load that. I'm going to study all of that data. And then I'm going to load it. I'm going to try to find people. Okay, yung mga yung people who fit all of those avatars. And I'm going to do validation testing. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Based on what came out from my avatar list, I'm going to create probably two types. First one is yung I can probably create a questionnaire. For example, parang ganito, questionnaire that they can answer questionnaire via Google Sheets or ano pa ba, mga polls, and get those in front of my avatars and have them answer it. Okay? Para I can get immediate feedback from real people. Hindi lang yung galing sa AI. The AI helped me identify my avatar. But I still need to get real valid idea or proof coming from real people who might want to use my service or product. Gets yun. Basta yun. I'm just winging this video. So, ayan siya. So, what can we also do here? Well, actually, itong avatar exercise na to, I already did this. I have already had the results. So, papakita ko sa inyo yung isang result lang just to give you proof na ginawa ko talaga to. So if I go to my Facebook page, yeah, no. One of the questions was this one. And if we go to the group, okay. So hindi ako gumawa ng poll. Gumawa lang ako ng isang question. Then I've been asking question from this group also. So yan. So nandiyan lahat yung questions, ay yung answers sila. So this is real life validation. So parang ito. Kahit na 35 pesos per kilowatt pa, basta DC charging para hindi sira oras sa biyahe, lalo kapag malayo. Yan. Yes, not for solving range anxiety but for destination charging. By the way, the unit of measurement for the charging rate is kilowatt hours. So, yan. So, marami pa tayong, I think marami pa tayo. You know. So, I have real validation na this is something worth building on. Okay? So, ayan lang. I think we are at the 30-minute mark already for our video. That's how you do validation for your startup. So, yung nagawa natin ngayon, so we identified the problem, and then we tried to look for yung people who might use or who might want that problem to be solved for them. Yun yung perfect customer avatar natin, and they will be also be your users for your platform or your service or your product. You already understood using yung customer avatar or yung customer profiling ninyo, ano yung mga wants, do's, don'ts, effects of your product to their lives so that you can understand better sino yung customers ninyo. And then from there, get all of that data, get it in front of real life people, hindi lang AI Get it in front of real life people, get results, and validate your problem. So for me, I already validated this one. I've already done this. So I'm just showing to you guys how I did it. So yun lang. That's it for this video. Hopefully, natutunan kayo and you can use this in building your startup. So yun lang. Bye.